Joolse here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. It's a very sunny afternoon in Cyprus. So we're here to make some vellum envelopes. Now this one I did a bit of parchment craft on. I did it years ago and it was just freehand, so it's just flowers, bumblebees, but I'm not going to go into that because this was just plain vellum. I did stitch it, but the sewing machine I've got here isn't very good, so I covered it with some washi tape. I did put some lace on and a little bit of bling, and that will sit in your journal, and you can put bits and pieces. You can put a thumb notch in if you want. So I brought a pad with me, and it's a pad that I picked up in the range, and it's from Deco Time, and it's 36 vellum papers, and I love vellum papers, but then I kind of look at them, stroke them and put them back, so I thought it's about time I started using them. So we've got one here, and we've got, I don't know whether you can see that, that's like a distressed pinks, purples, and this one's like hydrangeas and everything. So we're going to make some envelopes. So they are, the size of them is A5. So that's good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tiny lip where I opened that there. And vellum's quite tough, but it's a little bit sharp, so what I've decided to do on working with that one is to do a little lip. And I'm not doing any measurements, I'm just folding it where I think it looks right. And I'm leaving a bit of a gap there so that you can take things in and out. And there we are. So what I'm going to do first is we'll do all of them. So we'll do a tiny lip there. This one I think we'll just have a little shallow envelope. And if you just line your sides up, I mean you can use anything, you don't have to use vellum, you can use your own thing. Oh no, that seems a shame to use that one. That one's got graph paper in it, so I think what we might do is, I know what we'll do with that one. We'll make a pocket. So I'm going to put a lip on that one. And this is just a pocket to go in a journal page. And we'll put a lip on that side. And then what we'll do is we'll turn that one up like that, so you can fit that in your page. It probably will be a little bit too wide for 6 inches, so normally they're about 5 inches. So what we'll do is we'll cut that one down, and I get rid of all the mess off my cutting machine. Start off now, I have everything set out nice, and then lo and behold I start doing the pile system. So that's more for a journal page. So what we'll do with this one, we'll stick this down. I am using fabric-tack. Oh, it's a bit squidgy, and I'm just going to rub it in a bit. and hopefully it won't make too much of a... Vellum's one of the hardest things to stick without it showing the glue. There is some glues that you can use, but usually Fabri-Tac, if you see, you can see it. But the one good thing about vellum is you can decorate it. And patterned vellum doesn't always show the... Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put a thumb notch in both of these. So I'll just draw on this one first. And I just want a tiny thumb notch. Now I've done this before. To get your middle, if you don't want to measure, so that's roughly about my middle. And a pencil that I've lost under the pile system. And then what I'll do is put in those two edges together. And I'm going to clip them down when I find my clips. And my scissors. And that way, when you've got pockets lined up, your thumb notches are lined up. If you're not that bothered, then that's fine. I should have put a clip on this side as well. There we are. We've got lined up thumb notches, and I am going to do a little bit of inking around it because I like vellum inked. And it just gets rid of any pencil marks, so you can rub the pencil marks out if you want. And then what we're going to do is put some oops, that's a bit wonky donkey. Take that off a bit. Came out a bit too fast. And there we have a nice pocket. And vellum's nice just to put sort of like a little word on. You don't have to do, especially patterned vellum, you don't have to do a lot of decorating to it at all. Right, so the envelope. I'm going to see if it'll stick down with this. I don't know whether it will. It seems to. And what I'm going to try with this one, because it's patterned and because it's white in the background, I know this dries clear, but I'll try, because this is like a thinner line. I'm just going underneath. And then fold it in and see if that's any better. And that's our glitter glue that I'm using. And that seems to be better, but it could be because of the white pattern background. So there we've got that one. And this one, I'm going to put some of this on it because that it doesn't really want to play with the glue stick. And again, I'm not putting thumb notches in my envelopes. On pockets I do, but not in my envelopes. And it's showing more on this one, but the patterned one it doesn't show. I've got glue on my fingers. So there we have that. So I'm when I find it, there it is. I'm going to round the corners. Oh, my corner rounder works well with vellum. So I've got them, and I think we'll round these corners too. And then we'll decorate with a bit of lace, I think. I'm not going to put too many embellishments on. Now what I've got is I've got blue lace. I think I'll put it on the outside. I don't know whether... This one's pink and purple. No, I've got some... It's like a cotton tie. I think I like the blue one there. It looks quite nice because it's a pale blue, so it kind of, the greens have got like, it's like a greeny blue, so I quite like that. So I am going to do this with fabric tack, and I'll probably be better off opening it out. The one thing you'll find with vellum is that it's when you crease it, it's it's creased for life. So that's why it's parchment. So that's how you get the white. I think I've put a bit too much glue on, but never mind, it'll dry. And I'm just going to take it up there. I'll wait till it's dry before I take the very edges off. But I quite like that. I think that's pretty. Yeah, I think that's pretty. And this one, I think I'll use this. It's like a lacy cotton. No, I don't like the... Yeah. No, I'm just trying other things. Put some pearls on it. Yeah. So again, I'm going to open it out and take some of this off, and I'll try and put just a tiny bead. That's better. That is a lot better. I'm just putting it over. And as I say, once it's dried, I'll cut it to the right length, but I do like that. That's nice. Put that back. Now what are we going to bling this one up with? Doesn't need blinging up with much. I'm going to try and cut this off. These aren't not very good material scissors. There we are. What have I got in here? I've got some white bling that I think probably would be, but not too much, because this has got like a pearly bit in the middle, so can't really see it, can you? The silvery one. That's it. Oh, that's better, but not as much as that. So again, we'll just put and we'll put it on like that. Get it straight. There we are. I've rounded the edges, but yeah, stuck lace on them, didn't I? There's another pretty envelope to go in. What about one of these white ones? No, I don't like it on the vellum. I want to be better off with. Oops. I've got a little. Pull that off. And what have I got here? No. A white bow. That's quite nice. I've got a white hat that needs a ribbon. Needs a bit of a ribbon inside it. I think I quite like the white ribbon. I like that. Right, so I'm going to put just on the bits that stick up for now. Oh, I can hear some birds outside singing their little hearts out. No, prefer that. That needs to go down. I'm going to try it with 3 because I don't want it too bulky. And these you just buy in rolls. You can get them all colours. So, just sticking this down, and that's it. I was just checking my video is still running. It's not going to stick. Just a little different from your collaging and stuff like that. I just thought I'd do something a little bit different with vellum. You can collage vellum. Looks really good. And I'm just going to tidy up this side. Oh, and my finger's stuck to it. There we are. There we are. Put my little bits away, and then we can have a look at what we've got. So, as I said, once vellum's creased, it's creased for life. So there we are. That's the one I did off camera. That one doesn't need any washi tape. I maybe would think about putting a little bit of washi tape on here. What washi tape have I got? Got that one. Got that one. That's a bit too bright. No. Do you know what? I'm going to put washi tape at the bottom because I think it'll just set that off. And that'll take the look from the sides, and it's quite nice. I like the pale pink, and it's washi tape I've bought here from Jumbo. It's very, very sticky. I quite like it. There we are. I quite like that. And that's a Ferrero Rocher box. They come in handy for everything. So there we are. So there's our vellum envelopes. And what are we going to do with the vellum pocket? Now, are we going to put some... What have we got to go with this heart? Have I got any ribbon? Right, I don't know. This is like shabby chic ribbon. Right, let me have a look. And this is just ribbon that I took off at the charity shop. I got some lacy blouses and bits and pieces, and it had ribbon on. Oh, that's lovely. This is the type of thing I used to do for wedding invitations. Yes, I like that. And if you're not very good at going in a straight line, the best thing to do is just get a messy ruler. I've got a messy ruler at home. And if you keep the tip to the actual vellum, or whatever you're putting it on, it doesn't let a lot out, which is a good thing. Right, just going to cut because this is like never ending. Shove that back in there. But just watch when you're using Fabri-Tac with things like these plastic pearl, because if it will take the pearlized paint or whatever varnish off, so be very, very careful. And I think that's it. I don't want anything at the top there, and normally I would put Tracy labels and things like that on, but I think with this I don't think it needs it. I've got little flowers. Oh, my mucky sponge. That's for using me distress bits. No, I'm not going to put them on. So that's it. So we'll leave it at that. So we've got some kind of shabby chic things for a shabby chic journal, or a nice Victorian lacy journal. These look nice in the Victorian lacy journals, and I am doing a letters journal, so this is one of the reasons I'm doing these, because they'll be going in my letters journal. So I hope you get something out of that. Now, before I go, you can buy plain vellum, and you can print digitals on it. If you have digitals, or if you design your own, you can use tracing paper, but you need a heavyweight tracing paper. And if you do use tracing paper, I would make sure that you do fold over these bits. Vellum is a little bit stronger, but if you don't have any fancy vellums, you can print on them. You just have to leave them to dry a little bit. So that was just to let you know. I meant to tell you that earlier on. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you get something out of this. If you have any questions, or you want to know anything, or you would like me to cover anything, please leave it in the comments below. I'll have a go at anything. So let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.